Hello students, my name is Ms. Karen Lenisha Cabral, Assistant Professor in Botany at St. Joseph Vaz College, Kottali. This lecture is for Bachelor of Science, 3rd year, Subject Botany, Semester 5, Course Code BOC 107, Course Title Microbiology and Plant Pathology. Title of the unit, Introduction to Plant Pathology. Module name, Disease Symptoms caused by viral plant pathogens. Outline, Introduction, Symptoms due to viral infection in plants. Learning outcomes, states the viral symptoms in plants, describes the viral symptoms in plants. Coming to introduction, plant viruses are type of viruses that specifically invade in plants. Now they are obligate parasite that require a living host for their growth and multiplication. Viruses enter to plant cell through plasmodesmata. Now the two important components that affect the plant, that is the two viral components, one is the protein coat and the other one is the nucleic acid center, of which the nucleic acid is the major infectious component of the virus. It can be either the RNA or the DNA of the virus. Now viruses may spread through infected seeds via grafting, wind, splashing, pollination and dripping sap. Plant viruses cause major damage to farmers' economy by affecting the crop yield. Now the first virus that was discovered was the tobacco mosaic virus, which is also called as TMV virus, which has the nucleic acid, that is the RNA. Now symptoms due to viral infections in plants, there are several symptoms. One is mosaic, wilt, ring spot, stunting, necrosis, flower breaking, vein clearing and vein bending, fruit abnormalities, changes in leaf form, phyllody, sterility and witch's broom. We'll see each of these symptoms in detail. Coming to the first one, that is mosaic. So you can see patches of chlorosis on normal green color leaf which result in a mosaic with yellow and green. Now if you look at this image over here, you can see it's no more a green leaf, but it has some patches of yellow color. Most common symptom encountered in the viral infection and viral diseases, that is the mosaic pattern that will result in chlorosis. When there is a uniform reduction of chlorophyll, the symptom is preferred to as the yellow type. The second one being vein clearing and vein bending. Now, commonly appears in systemically infected leaves before chlorosis of the tissue. This pattern is referred to as vein clearing. Vein bending consists of broader bends of green tissue in that portion that sets off by chlorosis or necrosis in the intervenal parenchyma. Now, vein clearing and vein bending may be transient and precede mottle. For example, potato vein bending virus on tobacco. Now, if you look in this image, you can see the veins which are completely cleared. It's no more green. It is more of a broad line that you can see with a lot of yellowing onto the veins. The third symptom that is caused by viruses is ring rot. On systemically infected leaves, the symptoms appear in localized spots. Now, here again, if you look at these leaves, you can see some small spots that you can see which are lined with brown color. Yellow spots which are lined with brown color. Now, these spots consist of various types of chlorosis and necrosis. Circular chlorotic areas are called as chlorotic ring spots, whereas necrosis may appear in rings alternating with normal green. Such spots are called as necrotic ring spots. Now, here again in this image you can see the brown ring onto the leaf. Ring spots are formed due to tobacco ring spot virus on Nicotiana. The fourth symptom being necrosis. In diseases of both the yellow and mosaic group, necrosis appear in various forms. The most drastic effect of virus is to kill the cells, tissue or the whole plants. Necrosis is not confined to chlorophyll containing tissues. In fact, even chlorophylless leaves, hypocotyl region or even roots can develop necrotic lesions similar to those in green leaves. So if you see over here, you can see those brown patches on the leaves which is going to increase over a period of time. The fifth symptom is wilt, wherein the outer wall of the leaf droop and becomes yellow, and the inner wall also becomes pale yellow in color. The leaflets turn brown in color and start dying up from their tips. Leaves start shedding in quick succession after a plant is infected. Leaves become smaller and stunted in size, and there's considerable reduction in root growth. So if you look at this image, you can see the plant is drooping. Sixth symptom is stunting. So there's reduction in the size of leaves, flowers and fruits, and a shortening of the petiole and internode, for example, bean yellow mosaic virus on beans. The extent of stunting varies according to when infections occur in developmental stages of the plant. Sometimes some parts of plants may be more stunted than those same parts in other plants. Now if you see, this is a maize plant which actually grows tall, but because of stunting, because of this symptom, the plant is short. Then change in leaf forms. In mosaic disease, there is often uneven growth of leaf lamina, wherein leaves become curled, brittle and show prominence and depression. In some cases, there may be upward and inward rolling of leaf, such as in potato leaf roll. In certain other cases, the lamina gets extremely reduced, giving a fern-like effect or shoestring symptom, such as TMV or CMV on tomato. You can see the change, the leaf form has changed completely. Then flower breaking. Variegation in leaf color due to viral infection is very common. This is called as breaking of flower color. For example, tulip breaking. Similar symptoms are produced by turnip mosaic virus in wallflower. Now if you see over here, the color of the flower has changed. You have this, you can see two different colors. One is reddish orange and then you have the yellow color. So that is called as flower breaking. Phyllodes, sterility and witch's broom. The most characteristic symptom is greening of floral parts. Now the axillary buds are stimulated to grow and these give a bushy appearance to the plant, as in sesame phyllodes. Now flowering and seed production may be decreased or even stopped. In the case of broad bean infected with bean leaf roll virus, all the flower abscess no more are produced and the ovules are already fertilized, producing small seeds. So if you see over here, this image is an example of witch's broom, wherein you can see this bushy appearance onto the stem of the plant. And then you have a fruit abnormalities. A variety of symptoms may develop on the fruits in certain viral infection. For example, mottling on cucumber and papaya due to mosaic type of virus, and star crack in apple and plum due to plum pox virus. Now if you see over here, you can see plum pox virus, you get this design onto the fruit. These are the references. Thank you.